Well, friends, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is you're watching this. As you know, my name is Ethan Gregory, and I am one of the pastors here at First Church, though only for a short little while. And I'm here with my new friend. I'd like her to introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Reverend Rachel Byers, and I am here coming in to First Church, a colleague of Ethan, and we're going to get to know each other. We're going to ask some pretty hard-hitting questions that Karen has prepared for us. I don't know what they are, so we're gonna get started, I think. And these are some pretty critical questions for ministry.
Yeah, it's important because in the United Methodist Church, we know that all clergy are members of the annual conference. We know that the work of itinerancy, the work of being appointed, of coming and going, it's baked into our tradition, and it's kind of how we do things. And we as clergy, though, I think Rachel and I are members of different annual conferences. We are still part of the greater Northwest area, and we are very much colleagues with one another and delighted in one another's ministries and in each other's presence. So I'm grateful for this time and for today.
What is one favorite church hymn or song of yours?
Oh, there's
Just
so many.
one. Just one.
There's so many good ones. But it has to be, it's the hymn that we'll sing on my final Sunday, Love Divine, All Loves Excelling, number 384. It just,
A good Wesley
Charles
one.
Wesley encapsulates just our theology and who we are as people who follow Jesus in this tradition. And it speaks to my heart. Rachel, this is a very important question.
Okay.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? Why or why not?
Oh, gosh. That is very controversial. That can be a divisive question. I don't know if I want to answer, but I guess I have to, right? It's on the card.
It is, and it very well might have been on the consent calendar at General Conference last week.
I'm leaning toward no. I have a daughter, she's 3, and she likes to take it out of the bun. So just completely dismantle the whole thing.
Deconstructed
hot dog.
Okay.
And so I'm going to go with no, because we're just taking
Not
everything
a
apart.
sandwich. All right.
Not a sandwich. Would you rather have hands for feet or feet for hands? I didn't write these questions.
No.
I'm just asking them. I'm the asker of the questions.
The woman who did is sitting over there having a snack. I think I like my feet because I currently walk a lot. I live in the Pearl, which is just very close here to First Church, so I enjoy my walking commute. So I guess if something was going to be, my appendages were going to be severed and changed into something else, then I guess perhaps my hands.
Interesting, you went the severed route.
Well, how else?
I was imagining swapped.
Okay, you use put gloves?
Or instead of 4 feet or 4 hands.
No,
You just went straight to severed.
I was just assuming that anesthesia would be involved, and some surgery would happen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Name a podcast you enjoy.
A podcast I enjoy. Oh, I've been listening to Ridiculous Crime.
Okay.
And it's these people that just do ridiculous things and get busted for it. And it's just ridiculous. Which is better, elders or deacons? And why is the answer deacons?
It's a silly question. I reject. This is a silly
This
question.
is a silly question.
Because there's not one is better. Not one is better.
It's true.
So it is funny to me that the whole elder deacon divide. This is one of the few things in the United Methodist Church that I'm older than, because as people might not be aware, it was in 1996 that the two orders were elevated to the same level. Mm-hmm. So previously, persons entering ordained ministry were ordained deacon, and then they had a provisional period, and then they were ordained elder, and so it was a 2-step process. But in 1996, we recognized that clergy often have sometimes different callings, and some of us, like myself, like Karen, we serve within the local church. We're called to the work of getting into the business of ordering things, of caring about how we administrate these places. But then, like you, we know that there are people who are called to specialized ministries and to bridge the divide between the local church and the world, and that's wonderful as well. And so
Yeah.
there's no difference. I mean, there's
We should
differences.
have you come to annual conference and explain that to the whole conference.
I would be happy to.
Yes.
If you drink coffee or tea, what is your go-to order?
Oh, I'm a both person,
Okay.
which I know can be also a little divisive, but it really depends on the day and what I have time for and if somebody set the coffee in the morning or not. My go-to order probably be just classic latte.
Okay. Nice.
I'm gonna go.
Iced or
I'm gonna
hot?
do iced.
Nice. That's a good
I'm
choice.
an iced no matter the time of year. I'm an iced
Yes.
person. Is cereal a soup?
Sure. Why not?
Why not?
As you eat it with a spoon. Comes in a bowl. Rachel, what's a television series that you've watched a lot? And lot is underlined.
Underline. Oh, in all caps, I see. A television series I've watched a lot. There are 3 that I rotate,
Yeah.
and they're like my comfort shows, you know. And they're like, I kind of grew up with them, sort of after me a little bit. But there's Parks and Rec,
Okay.
The Office, and Friends.
Okay.
Are kind of my 3 that I rotate. Quote them quite often.
Nice.
Yeah. What song is your go-to karaoke song, or something you would sing along to in the car? If you went to annual conference karaoke, what would your karaoke song be?
Anything by Taylor Swift. What's one non-Bible book that has stuck with you?
I remember reading 1,000 Splendid Suns years ago, and that one is still stuck with me for reasons that I couldn't tell you right now, but it's still in there.
Well, as we wrap up this nonsense that Karen made us do, you'll be starting at First Church during the month of July, which we know that June is Pride Month, but in Portland, they're so powerful they made it into June.
Yeah.
And so on week 3, you'll get to march in the Pride Parade.
Oh, all right.
And you need a shirt.
All right.
So this was our Pride shirt from last year, and will be this year. It has our baptismal covenant on the front and the name of our church on the back.
I love it. Thank
and
you.
So you need this.
Thank you. Yes.
And I wish you the best in your ministry, and I'm grateful for this time that we've had today.
Thank you. Thank you, Ethan.
Yay!
Yay!